Did you know that between 3.6% and 12.9% of the American population suffers from an eating disorder at one point or another in their life? Today I'm going to tell you about the effects of having an eating disorder, something I, myself, have struggled with for probably 10 years or so. When I was 8 years old, I was diagnosed with bulimia nervosa, one of the more common eating disorders. At the time, I did not know what an eating disorder was, or even if it was a real thing. From then on, I've struggled with dealing with the behaviors that come with it and the damage that they cause my body. Knowing what an eating disorder will do to your body and knowing what signs to look out for will help you know if you or someone in your life needs to seek professional help or therapy to deal with anything that may have triggered it. Having an eating disorder and not knowing how it can affect you is very dangerous. I'm going to share with you the signs of developing an eating disorder, how to try and prevent it from becoming an issue, and the consequences of the eating disorder. Okay, now that you have an idea of what I will be discussing with you today, I'm going to start off by telling you some of the signs and symptoms of the eating disorders. These are more common, the first ones, and then the other ones are not so common, so you may not see them as much. Some of the more common ones to look out for are the obsession with food and its nutrients, like how many calories something has, how much fat is in it, excessive exercise and dieting, and that's like all together, just doing too much. If you're a female, it could happen to be the loss of your menstrual cycle. You're skipping meals, the excessive use of dietary supplements, being preoccupied with your weight and your size. If someone has certain food rituals, such as cutting food into tiny pieces or splitting your banana in the middle into 3 sections, and finally you're denying your hunger. To continue on signs and symptoms of an eating disorder, some of the rare ones to look out for are dry, thinning, and maybe loss of hair, excessively dry skin, brittle nails, and maybe you're withdrawing from normal social activities, and you could end up having an issue with your tooth enamel. Now that you know some of the signs and symptoms of an eating disorder, I'm going to tell you ways you can try and prevent it from getting out of hand. Now that you have a relatively good idea of what to watch out for, I'm going to give you some ideas on how you can prevent an eating disorder from developing or possibly getting worse. In order to help prevent an eating disorder, you can do several things. You can try and reinforce speaking about having a good body image around anyone, kids, family, friends, any of that. And if you have a kid, trying to avoid talking badly about yourself or how you want to diet, because that can cause them to feel the same way. Now that you know the symptoms, the signs, and how to prevent an eating disorder, I'm going to tell you about the consequences of one. Some consequences could be you develop depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, as well as suicidal behaviors and ideations. You can end up with social and relationship problems. It can actually cause issues with your growth and development, which is not a good thing. Health issues can occur, which would be like osteoporosis, which is your bones are becoming more porous and are easily broken. You can lose muscle and you'll be very tired. You can develop heart issues, fainting spells, and your electrolytes will become unbalanced. Now that you have a baseline of knowledge about an eating disorder, their signs, symptoms, how to prevent them, and as well as the consequences from them, I hope you can use this knowledge to help lower the amount of people who will develop an eating disorder in their life. Being someone who has struggled with an eating disorder, knowing what was going on with me and my body, I wish someone knew the information I've just shared with you, as I probably would have come to realize I needed to reach out for help sooner. I hope you understand. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know.